Actually, nothing can be known because there are no things to know and no one to know them. All there is this fleeting, flowing thought dream that is neither moving or non-moving, because movement and non-movement are thought created. It is neither changing or non-changing, all thought created. All words, all shared, learned words, which make up this thought stream, reference other words, and create a net of assumed knowing, of assumed solidity, and somewhere in that net there is a you. And all these other things that are not you. Perhaps you've always wanted to know sunflowers. So you read about sunflowers. You learn botany and chemistry, and you learn all about colors. And you learn about how we perceive colors. You learn our physiology and biochemistry. And you can go to a field of sunflowers and sit there all day and watch their magnificent heads as they slowly turn, facing the sun. And you can read poems about sunflowers, and you can write poems about sunflowers. But there is never knowing what sunflowers are, because the very word sunflowers seems to create a thing called a sunflower, and everything that is not sunflower, including a you, which is not sunflower. Some people will say, oh, I've got it. It's all energy. Well, what is energy? What is love? What is beauty? Perhaps this beauty we sense is the very unknowing ability of it, that it can't be known, that it is not a thing, and yet we seem to recognize it. We seem to know what beauty is. Is there a you separate from this knowing? Is there a you separate from this immense beauty? Is there a you separate from love? What is love? Can we know it? It seems that I appear in the falling in love with you. For as I see you, I see a reflection of myself, of my own love and beauty, and my own emptiness. How infinitely wondrous this dream of separation, painting itself with thought, painting sky and mountains and deep canyons where the sun never shines, and sunflowers and yellow. Are there really separate colors without the names? Where does yellow begin and orange yellow begin? It's only the names that seem to create these lines between things. It's only thought, the razor of thought, that seems to divide this infinite, spacious expanse that is so intimate. Where is the line between you and thought? Is there someone having thought? Or is that just the thought dream of description, writing the magnificent story of you and thought and love? Where is the line? I find no lines. Is there an edge to what is going on? Can you find an outside to what is going on? Can you find an inside? If you see the wind blowing in the trees, somehow there is a recognition of wind. Are you separate from that recognition? Are you separate from this symphony of perception, which has no lines? And this thought dream, which seems to write all these lines, that writes the story of you and me and love and beauty. Ah, how miraculous that all of this spontaneously happens all by itself. For you cannot step outside of life and make it happen. You cannot step outside of this and even watch it or capture it or know it. And perhaps it feels like you are the longing to know. How beautiful this longing. It seems like self is this longing, longing for love. All creatures long for physical things, but only humans whose brains have objectified this world into separate things have created these imaginary things like selves and love and beauty, and even sunflowers, which refer to the physical world, but were not actual things in themselves. There are no things, there are no non-things. Knowing that there is no you or me or love is not the end of love. It is the beginning of the infinite, intimate spaciousness. Love erasing our lines and forming them. This dance of one, of two, of many, of none.